So when you are going to make your rock dichotomous key, I'm going to show you an example using the igneous rock granite. Okay, for the igneous rocks, when you are looking at your groupings, you'll notice that the words in your grouping, the vocabulary words, were intrusive igneous rock, extrusive igneous rock, granitic, and basaltic magma and lava. So those are the words you're going to use to describe this rock. And so when we're making that key, the first thing I would do is I would break down, well, I would title my key, igneous rock key. And you're going to have a separate key for igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic. So for your igneous rock key, the first place then that I would start is I would start by putting intrusive igneous rock and extrusive as my two categories here for the first part of my key. Now remember, with a dichotomous key then, from those two main categories there will be branches, just like with our mineral dichotomous key. So with this particular rock, when I look at granite, intrusive igneous means it cooled slowly in the ground, which means minerals could crystallize and you can see the crystals. In granite, I can visibly see those crystals. They're big enough I could point at them with my pen and show you there's a white crystal and a black crystal and another white crystal and another black crystal. And so you're able to see those crystals. So granite would be intrusive. If my rock sample were extrusive, those crystals are so small that I can't visibly point with my pencil at them. You can't see them very easily with your eyes. So then from there, I have to look at my other words in my grouping. My other words again were granitic magma or lava and basaltic magma or lava. Now that would be my next tier in my key for both groups here. And so then there's my next tier. So now I have to look at my definitions for those. Magma, granitic, and basaltic. Granitic magma tends to be lighter colored, less dense, which is hard to tell when you have a rock sample, the density. But that is, oops, we actually only have one. And so when I look at granite, granite isn't made primarily of dark colored things. It's got some light colors as well. And so it is actually granitic. Plus, to cheat, granitic sounds like granite. So I would have granite. Now on my key, I would have another box here where I would describe what this rock looks like, because that will help you when you're trying to key this out on the test. And then from there, I would have the name of my rock, which is granite. Okay, so then you look at another, you put this sample back, then you grab another sample. Now with our igneous rocks, we have one that's intrusive granitic, one that's intrusive basaltic, one that's extrusive granitic, and one that's extrusive basaltic. So you'll have one sample for each. Then you go on, you look at your sedimentary groupings, you make a sedimentary key in a similar way, and then you look at the metamorphic rocks as well and make a key in a similar way.